Welcome back everyone. In today's video I'm going to show you how to build a jig that'll allow you to use your electric hand planer as a jointer. Here's a little tip for when you're building jigs and add-ons for power tools like this. On the tool there's a nice straight square line, and this is perfectly square. I can use that as a guide for my angle iron. That will help me set up the alignment for the entire jig. So I've got all the parts that I need to set up the basic structure of this jig. I've got 2 bolts, a hex screwdriver bolt. They are the perfect thread count. Most of the tools will use metric, so you have to watch out for that. Sometimes Home Depot carries a decent supply of metric bolts. The plastic bushings I already had. These are just salvaged parts. I always kind of grab these when I see them. These are not identical, but they both are about the same thickness and same size, and so I will use them. These will be used to dampen the vibration going to the frame structure. I'm going to use this $6 power strip. I'm going to use this as my switch because I guess I could build my own switch, but by the time you buy all the electrical components, this ends up being cheaper and obviously faster because I don't have to build anything. So a trick for mounting power strips, I put a piece of paper on top and poke, and I plot the holes. So now I know exactly where to drill my holes. We'll get 4 small screws. fence. So now that I have the supports installed for my fence, I'm going to use some cardboard. Put that down first to get the height. It needs to be a little further up off the blades. So now we'll get that in its proper height. I need to countersink a little bit for my bolts at the front. For a small electric hand plane, this is actually really good. This is working out great. The switch works great. The fence is doing a good job. I think I like the length of this fence, just so you have something to guide against as you're going through. Part of why I'm not getting any snipe is because of the stability that I have between the fence and the surface. For use as a part-time jointer, I really couldn't ask for more. This is a good little rig. It is super stable. It is not moving anywhere. The angle iron is a big winner. You could use aluminum angle if you want. Definitely it's easier to cut on conventional miter saws, etc. I used angle iron because I had this left over from my project last week, building a welding table. When you want to take the fence off, it's pretty easy. Just loosen the wing nuts and pop off the fence. From here, when you want to take this off, just unplug your planer, loosen the back screws, release the hand switch, loosen the screws at the top of the angle iron. Extremely solid, very stable. And that's it. Hand planer comes off. And that's it. It's like a roller skate for a hand planer, really. Put it back on. Check for square, and you're ready for action. You're ready to go. Last thing I have to do is plug in my planer. A couple of things to note. This just clamps on very easily, so this has got an overhang on this end with the block of wood, which makes it very easy to take a squeeze clamp and just clamp it. It's not going anywhere. Setting the depth control is fairly easy, even in this position. I can access the knob still the way this is designed. a lot of people will build something similar and close it all in, which I never understood because it isn't a jointer, it is a hand planer, and the controls are all built on the top and in the front. Well, that concludes making a jig for your hand planer to turn it into a part-time jointer. If you have any questions or comments, please deposit them in the comment section below. If you want to buy me a beer, head on over to my Patreon page right here. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. There are a couple more videos on this side that you can watch. Until next time, thanks for watching and have a great day.